So the question was, do we have a preference to not know or know a backstory of our character? Well, I tell you this, not knowing means there's a lot less prep.
But given that you're
supposed to know, Joe, honestly.
Given that your characters don't know, though, is it easier to play it when you, as an actor, don't know, or do you like to have that?
I think it's easier to find things out as the character finds them out, because, you know, if we know things, we're going to act a little bit differently. But I liked, you know, that we were pretty much going through it like our characters were. You know, when we first started out, we were strangers, and then we become like a family, and it's pretty much the same as the people on the Raza. And I like getting our backstories bit by bit. I mean, sure, I'm very curious, but it was fun, the anticipation of waiting to find out what our character would do next, or just wanting to know where we came from, just like the characters.
Cool. Yeah, and I think actually it's a good question you bring up, because actually the first 6 or 7 episodes, before we really know who we are, you guys don't really know who we are, and it took a lot of patience for the fan base to identify with characters who don't even know themselves that well. So, there were, and I think quite rightfully so, there were comments out there that these characters feel a little stock and this, that, and the other, and we don't really know what the relationships are between them, and that's just the architecture of the show. And then as the show moved on, when we started to know our backstories, well, the characters became more interesting because they had more complex thoughts in their heads. It's that simple. And so thanks for the patience. I mean, that's you guys sticking around for us to discover who we are. Yeah.
And last audience question in the front. We have a question here. Hi.
Will we ever go back to planet Earth? And that's a question from my daughter.
I thought that was
who is dressed as
yeah, can I just
5.
You
actually.
guys come stand here for a sec. Show them.
Both these two can get up here.
His daughters are me.
Anthony's daughter's dressed as 5. That's awesome.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that came from them. That was they have been watching the show. It's not exactly specifically you, dude. I mean, seriously. We're like, no, they aren't really dead. Honestly, don't worry about it. It's fake. Well, this is how they do it. It's fake. It's fake. It's all computers. Will we ever go back? I would love to go back to planet Earth. That would be so totally cool, especially...
So are you implying you're from planet Earth?
But that's the thing. I always wonder with with space shows. Sometimes they never even mention Earth, and I always wonder, like in this future or whatever universe it is, like what is Earth? Are there still people there, or like who knows? I don't really know in this universe. But I think it would be really awesome if we went back, especially if it's like totally different than it is, in our reality. That would be really cool.
We got to wrap it up in a sec, but some of you are going to